I am Citizen Kofi. I want you to watch the most dynamic platform, the KSM Show in Ghana.
Well, we're back, and as you know already, I'm going to invite somebody. I almost said it used to be my nephew. He's still my nephew, but now he's king. King of Adumasa. Put your hands together. Show some love for Nana, Ansah, Kwao. Oh yeah, can shake Nana, Ansah, Kwao. Nana, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have the king and king's wife. Show them some love, man. Show them. And it's very, I don't know, I'm interviewing you now, and you're a king. I hope you're not going to take revenge for all the times I beat you when you were... It's a good time, isn't it? Is it all forgotten?
When is a better time to kick a man than when he's down?
Not the brother, the whole shibab.
No, the father is always a father.
The father is always a father.
father.
Do you hear him? Okay, we're putting that together, man.
Father is always a father.
Good to have you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How did you do it, man? Because Gifty, Awo, we're making these mistakes. Awo is a national symbol for women's strength, independent. And from what she told us, you've been sort of like knocking on the door for about 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years, 2 years and a bit.
2 years and a bit.
Yeah, 2 years and a bit. No, she's a tough nut to crack.
So what was the approach, man? I mean, did you have to, I'm sure you had to re-strategize over and over and over. What got you in?
I think it takes a centimeter to crack this nut.
Show some love.
It only takes a centimeter to crack this nut.
It takes a centimeter to crack this nut.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, his non-king name is Kwao Sintim Misa.
Can you imagine that?
That's his name, and he's saying it takes a centimeter to crack this nut. Now, tell us about the centimeter moves you.
Well, it was tough because it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. She's chronically independent.
I like that.
Yeah, she's chronically independent, very principled, and doesn't want to budge. My father says I shouldn't sleep over. I say, hold on, hey, that's when you were 12, not now. So we've been through all that.
Wow.
My father said I shouldn't sleep over. I mean, come on, Daddy said that when you were 12 years old, 8 years old. But I'm sure now if Daddy was there, Daddy will understand that now, it's okay to sleep over. So we've been through all that and back and forth, and we have our ups and we've had our downs. But I think that there was something which kept us together. There was something which kept us together. We liked each other. So we just had to trim all the edges because I've come with all my principles. She's come with all her principles. And it was a matter of, which ones do we let go so that this thing happens? And it was a struggle. It was a struggle. But eventually we understood that, listen, everybody just let go of everybody's principles and just hang on to the fact that we love each other and then move on. And
wow.
3 years down the line, we were able to drop it and move forward.
Wow. and there's this thing that, men are intimidated by strong women, successful women, symbols like Awo here. Were you at any point intimidated?
No. No, you see. However, naively, I didn't realize I was getting involved in an institution.
Excuse me.
Well, naively, I didn't realize I was getting involved with an institution. So there was one time that I told you, if I didn't realize that this is who you were, I wouldn't have dated you. Not because I was intimidated, but I mean, like there's a whole, there's hundreds of children who are, calling her mother, and now, you have to be father to all these children.
Yeah.
There are hundreds of women who, depend on her, and, you have to accommodate all this.
That.
Yeah, all that. And I said, I didn't realize that you had, this I wouldn't have done. But no, I wasn't intimidated. I guess I'm also chronically confident.
And I'll be with you, but did you find that thing particularly striking, that there was no intimidation?
Yes, Yes, I mean, I was really shocked, you know, because, and the good thing I think that happened was that he didn't know who I was before we got close. So after a while, when people kept telling her, hey, but you, this, he didn't see what they were talking about because he knew me on a different level. He knew the real me, you know, when I didn't have my beads on and, you know, didn't have my jewelry on or makeup on. He knew who I was. So he couldn't put the two together. And when he started knowing who I was or who I am, he always encouraged me, you know, Sally, I mean, if these people want me, he says, so why, oh, they have a good view, why don't you go? And I thought he would say that, why you are all of, but no, he wasn't intimidated in any way. I wonder what runs in the Sintimisa blood, you know, but there's a guy who, you know, he wasn't bothered at all.
Yeah.
He wasn't bothered at all. Yeah.
Hey, man. but you're a king now, you know, and you're a king. I mean, when you were in the UK for a long time.
Yeah.
And by the way, when you came back, before I forget, you were riding your motorbikes. You didn't even bother to buy a car. You came down with 2 bikes.
I was a free spirit.
You're a free spirit.
I'm still a free spirit, even though I respect my office, but I was a free spirit. I had 2 bikes, you know, one Yamaha Dragster, which is like a Harley, one Kawasaki ZZR, which was like a sports bike, so depending on my mood. And my bikes, I give them characters, you know, so the Yamaha was Asabia, she was a Christian, and she was MPP. And then the Kawasaki ZZR, it was a man, he was a Muslim, and he was NDC. so they all had their political, religious backgrounds. And
your bikes?
Yeah, my bikes, you know. So they were all individuals on their own, and they were married, actually. Asabia, one was Asabia, one was Cropper. So it was Asabia Cropper. You know, so, I mean, that was who I was. And I rode my bike everywhere, rode up the hill, until I became chief. And then, you know, where's the linguist going to sit?
So they told you plain, look, you're chief now, you can't ride a bike.
I said, no, that's out, you know. I told them, look, I'm in the media, I'm not going to stop. This is what I do for a living. They said, yeah, you're allowed to do that. But they draw the line on the bike. So I had to sell them and then move into a car. But now, you know, when you get into any institution, it's like, you know, an intern comes here, you don't do this, you don't do that. But after 6 months into the job, you get to know, oh, you can do this and get away with this. So I will definitely get back on the bike. I will get back on the bike. Now I'm next March I'll be 5 years on the, well, January I'll be 5 years on the throne.
Wow, already?
Already, and then the anniversary will be in Easter, because at Dimasa we're like the Kwaos, we're big on Easter, so we use that to mark the anniversary. And for that, I'm building the most modern Saito school in the whole of Ghana. It's a 7-classroom, fully air-conditioned with the IT center in the middle. Wow. We're going to harvest all the rainwater, so we used to flush the loo. So it's 6 toilets for the boys and girls, 2 for the staff. It's going to be, I mean, it's the design is also, but we've started. Yeah, we have started. I mean, if I'm going to be the loud mouth, I must have something to show for it.
So big it up, man, big it up. So is Awo a queen mother, or she's because there was a coronation bit during the wedding, so she's now you've created a stew for her. Or?
Yes, she has a stew. That's why she's called Awo Danswa. You see, the confusion we have is speaking English and speaking Twi at the same time. In English, the king's wife is a queen.
Yeah.
In Twi, the king's wife is called the king's wife. There isn't actually a word for the queen's wife, rather than the statement, literally the queen's wife. So she's the queen, but she's not the queen mother.
Okay.
Yeah, now the queen mother is the one that bears the heirs to the throne, and the one that selects the throne. That's her primary role, to give birth to royals and to select royals. That's the queen mother's primary role.
I see. She gives birth to royals.
Royals, and she selects the royals.
That's the queen mother.
Queen mother. So she's not the queen mother, but she's the queen of the town. Okay. You know, so her role would you know, as everybody keeps saying that if you were cooking in a size 3 pot, now cook in a size 10 pot, because now you are a mother. Will come to you for food, will come to you for advice, and for who she is, you know, they'll come to her for more than food. You know, I'm sure they'll be coming for scholarships, and do you know somebody from here? Do you know somebody from there? And it's your duty. I mean, you own that. It's your role. You can't depart from it. It's your role. You can't depart from it. So yeah, she's the queen, but she's not the queen mother. That's the confusion. But in Tree, we don't have a word for queen. You know, and the queen mother. So it's a whole banter, you know, going on.
You guys are a much younger breed, you know, more dynamic. Do you foresee things that you're supposed to do culturally that can affect what your principle is? For example, a king is allowed to have like 2 wives. They actually
25.
25. Yeah. I said 2.
No,
my bad.
So after 26, they call you and ask you, Nana, I feel the yard doesn't. Why?
We can go as much as 25.
As much as 25.
Would you let him have a second one? Davida.
No.
No.
No, that's we have an agreement.
Oh, we have an agreement.
Well, I mean, metaphorically or theoretically, I don't know how to put it, but she's like 41. So I think I've even gone past my 25. So
she's 41.
She's 41. I think I've even gone past my 25. So I'm sure even when I sent for her, they should have called me Zinanading.
What are the areas that you guys are working on which look like the where you had to either forego something in order to be with her? Are there any like key areas that you really would have otherwise loved to do, but under these circumstances you can't?
No, you see, and that's I think that's been our argument, because I always wanted a chance to love her, and I was just say, look, just allow me to love you, but she wasn't.
All.
That's all. Just give me a chance to love you, and she wasn't understanding it. But now she understands that.
But what was your problem? 2 years? What were you thinking about? Were you scared?
Well, not really scared, but first of all, I was like, okay, how well do I know him? Well, he's very energetic. He's very, you know, young. We are the same age group. No, he's a king, and if you know Nana, Nana makes you fall in love with his town and his people. Yeah. The way he would talk. The first time I went to Idumasa, I must tell you, I wasn't disappointed. I was expecting something bigger. Yeah. But he had painted such a picture that was the picture I saw.
Okay.
Do you get me? I mean, he had drummed it in my ears, and our hills and our greenery and the town and you know, so psychologically I felt it. Though I mean, it wasn't that big a town.
So now that you are married to this institution, what point did you find that, hey, Charlie, this is not a small step?
No, it was quite early, though. It was quite early in the relation, because, you know, I remember I was walking out of the studio when she was coming in to ask for sponsorship. And I had to go to uni, so I was just sort of rushing out, and we just bumped into each other. And I'd seen her a couple of times on TV. And I thought, you look prettier in real life than on TV. You know, I thought, oh, really? Oh, you look prettier. So for me, she was another face on TV. So we just went, and then I think the next time she bought me pizza, and she brought me a T-shirt which didn't fit until I was the second, and, you know, 2 more anniversaries before the T-shirt fitted. I keep saying, Grandma, T-shirt, I'm coming. You know, so anytime people realize I was chatting to her and said, hey, you wait to me, can you? Why not? You know, and I didn't know what the fuss was. And I remember on our first date, I didn't have a car then. So I came with my taxi. She pulls up in a big Audi. So what? Get my walking stick, got out of my taxi, told the taxi driver, wait for me, I'm coming. So we went, you know, we had a dinner, came back, and I realized, oh, so I dispatched my taxi, hopped in the car, and I thought, man, for me, it wasn't a big deal. That wasn't a big deal for me at all.
Wow.
That wasn't a big deal for me at all.
And it's not like you've gone, well, you've been going at it for a while. It's 3 years.
3 years.
Break up, come back together. What was
He
the...
threatened me several times.
He threatened to...
For us, then let's break up. If you're not making up your mind for us, so we should get. I'm in for marriage. I want to marry you. I'm in for the long haul. If you're not ready for marriage, then let's break it. There's no point.
Hey.
He was threatening me every time.
C'est une technique.
You see now? When persuasion fails.
When persuasion fails.
Force must apply.
We are still together.
So
That
all
is why
those
he
things were
keeps saying,
potential things that have
at-
caused...
major, and at a point we were separated, you know.
Really?
We broke up for about more than 2 months.
Really? What caused it? This I want to know.
During the break.
During the break. So you even broke up and then came back together?
Yeah, we broke up, but we're still friends. I mean, on Thursdays, I'm still blasting his, you know, WhatsApp, and then people will ask me, you people, are you together or are you breaking up? But we're still friends, but it had to happen, you know, as he puts it, it had to happen for us to know that we love each other very much, and we stand to gain together as a couple than being single, right? Today we're driving, no, last night we were driving home, and he just looks at me, he said, you're driving home? I was like, yeah. I said, okay, so no more, I'm going home, right? You're not going to sit by me till 11 and then you drive home because your father says you don't sleep over. I said, that's not fair. This morning, he looks at me and said, so you, in 1 minute, you don't want to get married. The next, you won't stop marrying. I've married you 4 times in a month. What is wrong with you? I mean, he'll wake you up in the morning, sweet. I've prepared some plantain and kontomire and Kobe stew. Let's go and sit in the garden and eat. Who eats, you know, Kobe abom in a garden? But that is
He prepares it?
He prepares it. He's a very good cook, and that's one thing he spoils me with. He's always cooking for me.
Whoa! Whoa! And he wants to have a bomu and pese in the morning in the garden.
In the garden.
Wow. That's romantical.
Garden.
Original, this is a Adumasa romance. Adumasa romance, wow.
He lives a very simple life,
Yeah.
and made me realize that, listen, the most important, and I had always said that I want to be happy in life. That is all.
Yeah.
Everything I do, I just want to be happy. The material things, they are nice, but they don't matter most. And I've been through that phase that I had almost everything at my disposal. But I wasn't the happiest woman on earth. He makes me happy. He makes me laugh.
Yeah.
You know, he used to say that, sweet, I'll take a bullet for you, but please don't beg me to take the bullet for you. Whatever that means, I don't know.
What does that mean?
Well, you see, I think it's my principle in life that if I'm going to do something for you, I mean, I'm going to do a favor for you, you know, I don't have to beg you that KSM, let me do this favor for you.
Okay.
Just allow me
to do
the
the
favor for you. You know, and that's, it's I don't know if it's a bad habit or because I can do all these things for you, but if you put a stumbling block in my way, I'm out. So just allow me.
Allow me to do it.
To do it for you. That's all. You know, I'll take a bullet for you every day, but I won't beg you. You know, I'll take a bullet for you any day, but I'm not going to beg you on Pacho. Let me go and take the bullet for you. Allow me to take the bullet for you. That's all. I think it's simple. So far, she's understood the principle. So she understood the principle. We struggled, but we got there.
Fantastic. It's good to see you there. Are we to expect any princes and princesses?
Well, who knows? You know, it's in God's hands, isn't it? Who knows? In God's hands. It's in God's hands.
Okay, let's say God said, leave me out of this. I want you to decide. How would you do that?
Well, if we were to decide, then yes. If God is to decide, then we wait on him.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we were to decide, then yes. If God is to decide, then we wait on God. Yeah.
Let me to enjoy my husband small.
The men?
Yeah. No, not the men. You know, the people who will be saying that, oh, when is the next baby coming?
Oh.
I beg you, leave me to enjoy my husband small.
There's no timetable.
Yeah. I waited 45 years to get married. So please let me enjoy him.
And I say amen to that. Oh, it's just been so lovely having the two of you here together for the first time since the big day. Yeah.
First ever TV appearing as a
I went to your show after your wedding and talked about vows.
Oh, yeah.
And you wondered whether there will still be dinner when you get home.
That was the days before we went to say our vows. He did on Thursday, and then Sunday we were in church.
Well, see, I do it to others, so I should be able to do it to myself.
Yeah.
You see, I would have done it to somebody, so I should be able to do it. It was to vow or not to vow. To vow or not to vow. But I think next Thursday we are doing Let My Time Wasting Count. That's a good one. And that's in direct attack with Let My Vote Count.
Let my time wasting count.
Let My Time Wasting Count.
We'll be tuned in.
Yeah, we'll tune in on Thursday. So
Yeah.
we had a bit more fire in it.
Yeah.
A bit more fire.
You're
but
back.
I must give you a lot of credit because the format in which I do it, I learned it from you my days in Sapphire. Learning to script everything. So everything is scripted, and then you rewrite it, you script it, and you rewrite it. And funny enough, the ones that I'm really not happy with are the ones that I get a lot of messages. Oh, these shows really, you know. I didn't even finish writing, you know. So thanks a lot, because you taught me that.
My pleasure.
You taught me that.
I didn't just beat you. I also taught you.
You see, you taught me something.
And the standpoint growing stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah. Yes. Now that I have him fully on board, I'm sure, because he's full of ideas.
Yeah.
Nana's very good with research. You know, sometimes I get amazed some of the facts he comes up with, and I just wonder. He's very good with that. He's a very intelligent man, you know, even if I have to say so. That's one of the things I love about him. He's very, very intelligent. The things he says, how he puts it, and and I know that he's supported me, and that time he wasn't my husband, you see, so okay, you take it easy, you know, how long are you staying around to be telling me what to do and how I can do it? But now, and we share information a lot.
To that, she's also very intelligent, and I find it very attractive about her. Honestly, very intelligent, because, you know, and I say that because I know, you know, we have a knack to argue. So anybody who can really argue back, you know that this person is sharp. Yeah, and I tell you what, this girl, she's sharp. Oh yeah, very intelligent, and I love you for that.
Oh, this is fantastic, man. And I'm sure, especially Awo, I was always there are all these young ladies who are watching now. You know, you have fans, man. You are an idol for millions of them. What do you want to say to them right now?
Well, what I have to say to them is that believe in yourself, know your self-worth, know who you are, find your purpose. That's the most important thing. That should be your priority. Find your purpose and live your purpose. Live to fulfill it. And like the Bible says all other things will be added unto you. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. And for me, seeking the kingdom of God is not just knowing about Christ and accepting Christ, but doing what God brought you on this earth to do. And he will honor you in his own time. Because KSM, to tell you the truth, people said 1,001 things about me. And this man here has been through a lot for me. That is why I never stop saying that he has honored and celebrated me. And I say that with a lot of emotion and some tears in my eyes. Because he promised me a good day, and he gave me a heaven on earth experience. Whoa. I still don't know how he put all that together. Because it wasn't just a marriage, it wasn't just a coronation. It was an honor and a celebration. My whole family is amazed. Wow. Especially my uncle who sat in, my uncle, Dr. Abuajata, he's actually my father, you know, the Ashanti side of my father, so they don't say uncle, he's my father, who sat in and received a dowry. He's 81 years, and he kept saying that, when I go home, finally, I'll have something to tell your father. Wow. So take your time. You don't have to wait till you are my age before you marry. Marry when you know that you are ready. When you are ready. When you are ready. Nana at this point knows who I am or what I am. It's not now that he's going to say, okay, why you come and sit down. He knows I'm not going to stop. And anybody who hears that, oh, her husband now says she shouldn't do the breakfast, the standpoint again. She shouldn't go on morning shows, you know, which I've started going on some morning shows. She shouldn't be a motivational speaker traveling here and then. Everybody will say, but didn't he know who she was before?
Yes.
You know, establish who you are. Know yourself, know where you're going, and choose the right man. He's not a perfect man. But he is my Mr. Right because he makes me feel right. He accepts me for who I am, and I accept him for who he is.
So he's a Mr. Right because he makes you feel right.
He makes me feel right. Even in my crazy moment, he has a way of letting me know that, okay, you are going crazy, but I still love you anyway.
Bosom for that. Bosom for that.
Make an impact, single or married. If marriage is for you, it will come. If it's not for you, don't kill yourself over it. If I were sitting at home waiting to find marriage, I wouldn't have found this man. I wouldn't.
And I don't know whether we give traditional rulers time, but we have 1 minute.
Well, I think what I have learned is that, God makes things right in his own time. Because as a traditional ruler, somehow I was also under pressure that, look, you can't sit on the throne for 5 years. I mean, you are the head of the town. 5 years. So, and the things you both did, you know, that's those funny comments. But God made it right in his own time. And what I've learned in this short period is that I still don't accept her as my wife. I accept her as my best friend because I think the wifey brings too much of expectations and stuff like that. But as a best friend, you get along.
Cool.
You just get along. And could you pay more garden, you know? But if it's a wife, then it's like, oh, hey, mommy, do this, do that. There's so much expectation, and when it's not met, then there's conflict. But there's very little expectation, so that we're just best friends going along.
Bosom for that. Bosom for that. And finally, you know, I could be wrong, but I can see some Kwamu big shots calling you. Nana, are they going to be cool with that?
Well, you know, I've bent all the rules since I became chief.
You know,
One
so
more wouldn't
one more.
I've bent all the rules.
He's a good cook, anyway.
They also do.
No,
All right.
he's a good cook.
Bosom for them, man. Nana, yeah. I'll get up. I'll beg you. Let me get up. I'll beg you. Show them some love, man. Hey, folks, man, great pleasure, man, being the exclusive, having the exclusive with the royal couple. And I hope you...
Watch out for He Said, She Said. We're coming out with the TV
program.
Really? He Said, She Said.
It's a TV program?
It's a TV program.
He said he... Really?
Yeah, he said,
wow.
She said. So.
We're hosting as a couple.
You're hosting as a couple?
Yeah.
This is fantastic. You heard it here first, man. Wow. Now the next one's going to be calling, starting lobbying for the program already.
He said, she said.
He said, she said.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
To a network near you. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.